And I
Yeah.
also admit that like we have actually said that several times in the series, but somehow they keep like topping it. I don't know how, but they keep topping it. So yes, you're absolutely right when you if you're coming to the conclusion like that we all are. Yes, you do have to hit all those 12 balls so you can get to the end. There's also fun points where the arrow button just ignores you, and they decide it just decides to just walk you into a wall. In fact, there's a serious lag with the controls sometimes where the game has decided, no, you're dying here. There's actually nothing you can do about it. And you could be there like just like smacking the fucking left button, going, "No, dodge, you cunt!" And no, the game has already kicked into its death animation by the time you pressed it.
Mm.
So
Pretty much. One of the things as well. I found as well this like the puzzles in this deviate from other Sierra games because they're incredibly fucking linear. Like
yeah,
they're sickeningly like they're really really bad
mm.
puzzle construction, which is quite bad because the atmosphere. I think the one thing this game does have going for it is that it does, almost in spite of itself, have a quite a good sort of atmosphere. Like it's a dark and brooding atmosphere. Um, that's quite well done. And the story, this oh for fuck's sake, man.
Yeah, same.
The story does actually seem like it's quite good. And you do get some really gory visuals as well.
Yeah, like in a weird way, like it kind of feels like this was kind of meant to be, those kind of like those visual text adventures, like Hitchhiker, like something like Hitchhiker's Guide, if you like, where you do have like the actual like the backdrops and the art in it is really really good, and then if you had a text interface, you just go from like place to place and just like look at all the groovy graphics, and then you realize like halfway through, oh shit, we have to make a game out of this. Oh yeah, I knew we were forgetting something, and this is kind of what we got. And like I said, it
Yeah,
is a
because
shame.
like, there's lots of good elements in here that I would kill for in other Sierra games. So
Yeah,
like the device and the travel map, they're quite easy to access. So moving about the city is very easy.
yeah,
Um, because they're using an overhead map, there's no kind of red herrings because every location has to be relevant.
yeah,
So
exactly.
there's no loads of areas like in previous Sierra games where it's just there to waste your fucking time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you couldn't do that with the entire island of Manhattan. You'd literally have created a game that people could just wander around for years on end and get nowhere.
Exactly.
And you wouldn't have the memory. You wouldn't have the memory to do it anyway, particularly not back in 1988.
This is the thing,
Um,
the game is like when you do kind of boil it down, it's a really really short game. Um, like I said, like our like video cut is like what 2.5 hours, but if I was like very strict at the editing, I could boil it down to like another hour and a half. Because it's the actual whatever kind of arcade segments they have in are just really poorly made, and that's the real main criticism of the game is that just the actual action set pieces they have in it are just so bad to play.
yeah, they're terrible. You can actually but one of the things they seem to kind of have realized this, and rather than like make the sections fuck it. Oh, you're freaking out there.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
stop once you start moving.
Oh yeah, it's perpetual motion type of thing. Um, oh sorry, yeah, the arcade sequences is that the game designers seem to have realized how bad they are, and you can actually save in the middle of them. You can
Yes,
save throughout them.
which is really
Um,
really useful because there's
it's
sections
actually
coming up.
actually I think when the video gets to the arcade sections, you'll see that it's not just useful; it's fucking necessary
Very necessary.
because oh man, um, because there's not a whole lot of them. I don't think there's a single one of them you could complete first time.
I would, I'd say you would, but you have to have like autistic levels of timing, especially in the segment I'm thinking of, where like, uh, it's not necessarily the fact that you can get the timing down like after a while, but do you really have the time to do that? Is there not a better thing that you could be doing? Like, okay,
Are you talking about the section up to the window?
yes, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
one, yeah. Now,
yeah.
I will applaud anyone who spends enough time and energy getting that down to a first attempt. But to those people, I would say you could have wrote a book in that time. You could have learned to play the violin. You could
Could have
have
done something useful.
you could have made a cure for cancer in that time. But instead, you decided to play Manhunter and get the gameplay down right. And that says more about you than me, quite honestly. Um, I'm happy to breeze through this game, bluffing my way through because I have better things to be doing with my time. And I do this essentially as some form of like vitriol management for myself and Neil, where like this is this is essentially counseling for us. We're able to play a bad game, get really angry over it, and we get on with the rest of our lives. You know.
Yeah,
Um.
but this is really terrible. Also, I don't think any of the arcade sections have any kind of real bearing on what it is you're actually meant to be fucking doing. Like they've no
Mm,
like this section. Like you have to do this.
yeah, and
Like you're not just dicking around here. You have to do this. And it's like, what the fuck has this got to do with manhunting?
here's the thing though. Like this section here is relevant to two puzzles coming up, and there's absolutely no way of knowing that starting off. There's no way of knowing this.
Yeah,
And
if you're just like a normal person and thought, oh, an arcade game is just a bit of a side game to flesh out the world,
yeah, exactly.
this has got nothing to do. But it's like, no, you actually do have to do this.
And not only that, but like completing it is like, well, obviously completing it means you get a location on the map, right? So that's one. And then the puzzle right after this is like mirrors this, and then the puzzle after that also mirrors this. So you somehow have to have, maybe because you're gonna play this for so long, you're gonna have a neurotic knowledge of this game, of this arcade segment. But again, I think at that point you would perhaps have injected bleach into your bloodstream to ease the pain. Um, I was mentioning there that there's a section of the map of the maze that's like really hard to judge, and that's it there. I think I may have cut out a couple of minutes of failure in that one.
Uh
You know, because it's just corners are like really really bad. But yeah, it's not a good, it wasn't a good start to the game. Like the momentum I picked up in the first 10 minutes just went out the window here, and I slowly came to the realization of okay, this is the game we're playing. This is it. See that corner is like that is so bad because I've clearly cleared it there, but it just doesn't allow it. There's just a massive square around that corner.
this is your own personal Senna chicane here.
Oh, I think it's more of a Singapore sling at this stage, lad. Or the last corner in Canada, where like you can clearly make that corner, but no, you have to take the curb, or else you're going straight into the fucking lake. Um, oh, that's really bad. There we go. See, that's what fucks me up, is that the walking speed is like different from when you're going up the screen as opposed to going across the screen.
Yeah.
And yes, thank fuck, I do actually take a save here. I only did this yesterday, but still, my mind has actually blocked it out now. It's been that bad.
Go and get really, really fucking.
Yeah. But yes, finally this awful part of the game is over. Soon to be replaced with an even more awful part of the game. This is somehow only the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, so that's actually one of the better arcade sections of the game.
It's hard to pick out a best one, Neil, in fairness.
Yeah. And here's your congratulations, you won! Yay!
Indeed. So, yeah, we didn't
Kill
actually
me.
get a prize out of that. Our prize was that Coney Island exists, and now we're aware of it. That was the prize of it. And I couldn't free travel. So I had to start playing the game so I could stop playing it. And now I can go to Coney Island and see what's out there. Except I can't for some reason go to Coney Island. This is the problem. The last location that our target went to was some toilets in Central Park, or not in Central Park, outside Central Park, and that's where we're going to go next.
Prospect Park.
Prospect Park. There we go. Sorry,
Brooklyn.
sorry to any New Yorkians there for getting your parks wrong. I'm sure it's the least of your concerns right now, but it's so as you notice on the map, it was the toilets on the left and the last one on the right. So let's see what he did.
These toilets have seen better days.
You notice there's a peace sign there.
Oh yeah, you're gonna take a dump.
This is standard attire, by the way, when we're taking over by the owners. Our only way of rebelling against the system is having novelty socks.
Again, if anybody thinks that like this dark and foreboding and brooding atmosphere is somewhat at odds with this, as we're snaking down a tube like fucking Metroid.
With the really jitsy music, it's like you're going down a toilet, joining.
And it's incidentally actually one of the better pieces of music in the fucking game.
The music's good. It's probably the better music out of SierraQuest so far. You know, at least it's catchy, is what I'd say. So now we're in our second maze of the game, but not really. This maze is an exact copy of the game we've just been playing, and the whole point of this is we have to pick up 12 key cards in this maze, and they're all in the same positions as they were in the video game. So not only do you have to remember the map, but you also remember where the key cards are, and then get to the end so you can get to Coney Island.
Exactly. So if you'd not drawn out the map from the previous game, which there was absolutely no way you would have,
precisely,
because you could see it, you're up a certain creek without a certain fucking paddle here, pie.
Yeah, you're swimming up fucking Ribena Creek here without a paddle. Apparently, everyone's sewage turns purple under this new age.
Yeah, what the fuck is that black shit all around the fucking caves?
It's oil. The sewage is apparently so bad it's made the oil travel up the walls
and solidify into a cavern.
Yes, exactly. Because we're Sierra and we don't know what contrast is. So the problem with this area is, and obviously there's several problems with this area, but the main problem is that you kind of have to do it all in one sitting, or else you will get lost. Because all the caverns and like areas look exactly the same, bar the ones with key cards floating in it, you know, you kind of have to like be able to look at the map at the same time and then move around. And if you lose track or save once, like I did here, you just lose your bearings completely, especially in the middle of it. Okay, I would have cut out a good bit of it, but I think I was a good 20-25 minutes in this maze.
Yeah, you would be, even with like a fucking walkthrough or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. And there is like a part of your brain that's going, you're never going to get out of here. Like, just reload. Like you've already lost. And of course you might be thinking, oh well, Jonathan, these 12 key cards must be important. Surely we're going to need them in Coney Island. No, we're not. No, this is for later on in the game. So you'd have to go and do these sewers anyway if you needed to. So have you got any topics like to bring up during this maze time, Neil? Because I've got nothing.
Yeah, it's just about this game. It's just so terrible. Like, I wouldn't even mind, but there's some really, really good ingredients. It's a decent enough story. The setting is quite cool, and anything with murder mystery, I mean, it's quite difficult to fuck up.
Yeah.
And wow, they didn't just manage to fuck it up, but they managed to create an even worse game than a lot of the previous SierraQuest games.
Yeah, this is the thing. Remarkably though, this got a sequel.
Yeah, there is a sequel to this.
Yeah, Manhunter San Francisco. And considering that that's the only one, I presume it must have been of the same quality as this one. But it's on our list, so we will get to it eventually if we can find it. You can tell that Sierra is really proud of this game because this is actually abandonware. You can't buy this anywhere.
It's also not illegal to turn it down.
Nope. This is what Sierra would call a bad debt. Their policy is you're more than welcome to play it, but you don't have to. Like, we have Gabriel Knight right here. You can please play that.
Please play that instead.
In fact, just play Gabriel Knight. Like,